Okay, so this is about arrays. So array is also a scalar. Okay, so let me tell you like this, there are no two different variables. Okay, I didn't told you here you can convert scalar to arrays. No, that is not wrong. That is wrong actually. So here you are converting a read write variable to read only. You are converting a local variable to environment, but you are not converting a scalar variable to array variable. No. So scalar is a type of property. Okay, so which cannot be changed in variables. Okay, if it is an array or it's a normal variable. So clearly to tell you, okay, there are no two types of variables like normal variable and array variable. So you define name is equal to, okay, so Ramu. So then if you give echo dollar names, you are getting Ramu. At the same time, if you go and give echo dollar, so student, oh sorry, name of 0, what you're getting the same value. So whenever you define any variable, by default your shell is going to define an array variable in the backend with the default index number as 0. So if you don't specify any index number, by default you are going to get 0 index only. Okay, so and every array variable is also a scalar, means in the index number 0 you can store only one value. Again you cannot go and store multiple values. So that particular property is called as arrays. That particular property is called as arrays. Okay, so usually whenever you write some scripts, okay, if you would like to add number of users, so instead of putting all the values in a file, okay, so if you would like to put it in an array, might be users doesn't make any sense. Let's say a list of files you want to check each and every time. So how to put those list of files in a single variable? So you can just go with an array and you can put it in an array and you can use it. Okay, so like that situations it is going to help you. So that's fine. Now we'll talk about other things what we have in array variables. Okay, so what are the other things you have is, let me show you an example and then we'll talk about. So what I'm going to do is /bin/bash. So what is today's date? Today's date is going to be 2016 0802. So this is today's date. Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, sorry, I lost power actually. I just reconnected. So I'm just putting the date as I have just written here. So 2016 0802. This is today's date. I'll just write a statement echo good morning and echo. So what I'm going to put is today date is equal to $date. So this makes sense. Okay, so I'm just writing a script chmod script.sh, and if I execute that particular script, so I want to print some message and then I just want to print this today's date. So today date is perfectly fine. Okay, so now what happens? So script means if it is a one-time requirement, you never go and use scripting. Okay, you do it manually. I better suggest you to go and do manually if it is a one-time job. When we go with scripting is if you have a repetitive task, same task again and again, day by day, okay, so month by month, if you are doing the same kind of task at least if it is some kind of repetitive task, then you go with scripting, then it is going to be helpful for you. So now here, okay, so I'm going to execute this particular script. So day by day, so means every day I'm going to get executed, or whenever the user wants, he'll execute the script. And whenever the user is executing, he'll be getting the same date. So tomorrow, if I go and execute the same script, I'll get today's date. What is this? The script is completely wrong. My script is completely wrong, right? Okay, so if my script is dependent of this particular date, I'm getting a wrong date. Okay, so it's useless. And every day I cannot go and modify the script. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, the script may be used by multiple users, so all the users doesn't have writable permission on the script. Everyone cannot go and modify the scripts. Okay, so in that particular situation, so how do you usually handle this particular kind of data? Okay, so this data you are getting from a variable. Okay, if you would like to get the data into that particular variable, okay, dynamically, so what you have done in this particular script, you have done defining the data into this particular variable. Okay, so manually, okay, in a static way, you have provided that data and it is static all the time. Okay, but if you would like to get this particular data dynamically, okay, so then it may be helpful for you. Yes, if I get the data, okay, somewhere dynamically, whenever I execute the script, I need to get the recent date. So how do I get the recent date? By using date command. How do you get it? Is by commands only. Okay, so we'll go and use this particular commands, okay, to get the dynamic data into the variables. Okay, so the defining of variables till now we have seen is a static kind of way, and now we are going to define the variable in two different ways. Okay, so the one is command substitution and the other one is arithmetic substitution. So command substitution and arithmetic substitution. So command substitution, how do you get the data? So you simply give variable equal to, so previously used to give data, now I'm not going to use data, I'm going to run command. So how do you run? Okay, so commands. So whatever the output you are going to get from this particular commands, it is going to store into this particular variable, that's all. Or you can also use a command codes. Okay, so and you can use commands. So by this way, okay, you can get the data from command and you can store it in a variable, and wherever you want you can use that particular one. Okay, so let's say, okay, a script needs to be run only by root user. How do you check? How do you get who is executing that particular script? So how do you check whoever the user logged in, whoever the, okay, so he is checking. How do you check? Simply by using id command, or let's say id-u. So id-u, okay, has to be a 0 if it is a root user. So I'm going to place a condition that, okay, id-u, I'm going to put it in a variable, and this value I'm going to compare it with another value which is nothing but equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, then only I'll continue, otherwise I'll stop it there. Okay, so in that case I am going to use id command to get the dynamic value, dynamic data. Okay, so here in this case I'm going to use a date variable. So I'll just comment it and equal to, so date. Okay, so date command you, but with a particular syntax I'm going to use. Okay, so what is date %lf is going to give you is the format I have used, right? So I'm going to get this particular format, that's all. Okay, so dates place hyphen help. If you give, you'll understand, but I'll just show you this directly. Okay, so this is the syntax I'm going to get. So script 8.sh, yes, we're able to get it. You just go and execute the same script tomorrow, you'll get the tomorrow's date basically, that's all. Okay, so that is how, so usually, okay, get the data dynamically by using arithmetic substitution. And the second one you have is first one is command substitution, and the second one you have is arithmetic substitution. Okay, so what is this arithmetic substitution? Okay, so if you have any arithmetic equation, Okay, so you just put it there and it is going to substitute. What is the arithmetic substitution can be if you would like to add two numbers? So I'll just give 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 is going to be an arithmetic operation, and the output of this particular arithmetic operation will go and store it in add variable. Okay, so if we give add is equal to dollar 1 plus 2. So echo dollar add, what is 1 plus 2? 3. 3 value is went to that particular variable. So you have other ways of doing okay, so this particular arithmetic operations. So I have already given that particular PDF to you. Okay, you can just access the PDF and you will so this PDF has the other methods of doing the arithmetic operation. Okay, you can just give it a try, so that's fine. And let me write a small script. So my complete next topics demonstration is going to be on this particular concept. Okay, so which is arithmetic operation. So we take every topic and we'll see how can we improve this particular basic script. Okay, so what is the basic script I'm going to write? It is the arithmetic operation, like straightforward way. So I'm just giving add is equal to, let's say I'll do something like this: a is equal to 10, b equal to 5. Okay, so I'm just giving add equal to $a plus $b, means $a is 10, $b is 5. It is going to get replaced. And if you give echo addition equal to $add, so you're defining a variable and you're accessing the variable. Whereas if it is a one-time requirement, you don't need to define the variable. You can directly put it like this: $a minus $b. So echo, so the next one I'm going to use is multiply $a into $b. $b. So I'll just give so you're getting the values. So okay, so from next class, okay, this is all about variables. From next class, what are the topics we are taking actually? Okay, so we'll use this particular okay, so we'll use this same script again and again. We'll apply each and every topic and we see how our scripts are improving actually. Okay, now you simply take I want to calculate the free memory available on the system. So how do you calculate the free memory available on the system? So you have to use free-m. So free-m is always the dummy data. I cannot actually, okay, actual values I'll not get. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so proc meminfo. So here the proc meminfo, so the total memory is this one. Okay, so or else I'll take this one only. Okay, I'll go with free-m instead of explaining each and everything in that file. I'll just go with free-m. I want to calculate how much percentage of free memory is there. Okay, so total memory is 992, whereas free memory is 684. So how do you calculate how much is the free memory? So let me show you like this. I'm not sure how do you calculate, but I usually calculate like this. So how I'm going to calculate is, yeah. So how much is the total memory? So I have total 992. So 992 is 100%. So what is, okay, so what is about 684 is how much percent? I'll put like this. Then the mathematic equation is going to come like this. So it requires basic mathematics knowledge. That's all. So equal to means, okay, question mark equal to. So how it is going to, I mean, if you have a small equation like this, how you are going to do it? So 992 into question mark is equal to 100 into 681, and question mark equal to, so 100 into 681 by 992. So then you get the value. So let me see how do I get the value. So you see, I'll see 992 into, oh sorry, 200 into 681 by 992. So how much is the free memory available? 68% is the free memory available. Okay, so if you would like to calculate how much is the consumed, so what you are going to do, you simply replace 681 with what is the used one, so 100. So 102 into 100 by 992. So the 10% is actually consumed. The remaining amount actually it went to the caged one. Okay, so that's fine. So now let me do the small script to calculate the value and just display how much percentage is free. Okay, so how do I do that? I'll just write a calculate free .sh. Okay, so slash bin slash. See, it's all the thing is we talk about the each and every concept. So it's always up to you how do you apply it. Okay, so logic I cannot teach you. Logic should come from you. Okay, so that's the reason people are looking for shell scripting. So who can make a logics? Okay, if that also can be automated, you won't get a job, right? So systems cannot make a logic. Systems only can react basically. Okay, so it won't actually proact. They always react. So whatever the instruction you send, it performs that one. It won't decide what instruction can be sent. Okay, automatically. So that's the way we are, okay, still in the market. So now how do I get the free memory value? So free memory is free, if I would like to get, so free -m pipe grep for awk we can use directly awk and search for cap mem and print $2. You're going to get free memory and $3 total memory, and you get free memory by using $4. So these are the two values. So here I'm going to use the same thing. So I'm just going to use total. So I'll just put a variable which makes some sense. Variable names which make some sense. So this is my command substitution variable, and what is available, AVL available is equal to the same thing with the $4. Now how do I get the calculator percentage? Percent equal to $ABL into 100. So firstly what I am doing, $ABL into 100. So I am doing some arithmetic operation, right? So out of this particular operation, okay, I don't want to make you confused. Okay, so that's the reason I'm using PER again. The variable is override property. Okay, so $PER by $total. So I'm doing two steps. I can do it in a single step. I just want to. Okay, so finally total memory, free memory percentage equal to $PER percentage. Okay, I'll just try and execute. So you got 68%. So that is how, okay, so we use it. So if you put the same script on another server, okay, so you'll get it. Or else what we can do, okay, so I mean to calculate, you can give free is equal to, okay, 992. If you put a static values,
The same cannot be applicable on the other script. And again, free memory always changes based on the programs running on the system. So you need data dynamically. So you need to get the live data. So how do you get it? So through command substitution in variables, so you get the data and use those values, and wherever you want, you use that particular values. Okay.